Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the Bibles, Babies, and Business podcast. We have a super good and juicy episode for you today. 7 steps to start your successful online coaching business. And this is episode 50. Like, what? I cannot believe that there is already 50 episodes on the show. And I have a super fun announcement to kind of celebrate that together. So on Monday, July 18th, inside of my free Facebook community, I am going to be hosting a free workshop. This is the Convert More Clients workshop, and I'm going to teach you how to sign your next 5 clients in 60 days or less, even if you don't have very much time to work on your business. I know that as a busy mom or as a wife, you have a lot on your plate. And sometimes we just don't have 20, 30, 40 extra hours a week to pour into our business, especially if we're also working a 9-to-5 job. So I'm going to teach you how to sign your next 5 clients without having to spend hours and hours and hours on your phone or working in your business every single day. So there's more details that are going to come on how to sign up for this free workshop inside the episode. Let's get to it. Hey mama, welcome to Bibles, Babies, and Business. Are you ready to start an online biz, quit your 9-to-5, and stay home with your kids? Are you up late at night Googling online business ideas, how to market myself, and how to get my first paying client? Do you have lots of ideas but feel overwhelmed when trying to figure out which ones to focus on so you can move your business forward? Hey there, I'm Camie. I'm a Christian, a wife, and a soon-to-be mom. A few years ago, I too felt drained by my day job and wished I could find a way to make money online. I wanted time freedom and the financial freedom to be a stay-at-home mom. But imposter syndrome kept creeping in and telling me, you could never make enough money doing that. And what if you do try and you fail? But then I discovered how to build an online coaching business from home. In this podcast, you'll find biblical principles for the Christian entrepreneur, online marketing tips to help you start and build an online coaching business from home, and a whole lot of mom life, because we're doing it all with a baby on our hip. So grab your Bible, snuggle your baby, and let's build your business, because you were made for this. So when I first started my business back in January of 2019, I was a hot mess, like a sizzling hot mess express. It took me, I started in January, and it wasn't until August, so about 8 months, that I finally learned the right way to sign coaching clients online. Now, I hesitate to say the right way because there's many different quote unquote right ways to sign clients online, but there is a definite wrong way, and I was definitely doing it the wrong way for about 8 months. Like, fam, I'm trying to just help you understand that I was a hot mess express. And so when I became a business coach, after I finally learned, the hang of this whole coaching thing, and I learned how to sign clients, and I was seeing lots of success with it, and my business was flowing and money was coming in and the clients were being served. And then when I became a business coach, I decided that I wanted to teach other women how to start making money and making income in their business easier and faster than I did, because there's no reason why it should take a coach 8 months like it took me to finally learn how to actually make money in the business. So my goal is to help you learn all the strategies that I have learned and implement them in a more easy and simple way, and certainly a faster way, because I want to help you get your business off the ground and get momentum going in way less than the amount of time that it took me. It does not need to take you 8 months, friend. AKA, I want to help you avoid all the rabbit holes, all the pitfalls, all the mistakes that I made. So today, I want to show you and talk you through 7 different steps to start your successful online coaching business. And these steps are going to go in chronological order. So if you need to grab a notebook, now's the time to do it. You can go ahead and press pause, but unless you're driving, please don't do this while you're driving. You can come back and listen to this episode again and take notes later. But I am going to be very, very clear on steps 1 through 7. We're going to break each one of these down because, again, like I mentioned, I want you to start your successful online coaching business and start generating income and signing those clients much faster than the amount of time that it took me. So we're going to just jump right on in. Step number 1, the first thing that you need to do in order to start your successful online coaching business is understand what the heck it is that you're even going to coach about. And to do that, we have to discover what your God-given gifts are that you can then go turn into your online coaching business. Now, there is no hiding, like it's no secret here that I am a Christian business coach. This podcast is called Bibles, Babies, and Business. That's the very first word of the podcast. So I am very committed to teaching my clients how to have the Lord as the foundation and go to the Lord first, really asking God, which of the gifts that He has given you does He want you to use inside of the business? And if you're wondering to yourself, man, has God ever given me gifts? Yes, He has. Scripture tells us that He has given His children gifts and we're to use them to glorify Him. And so you need to uncover what those gifts are and ask the Lord for wisdom on, okay, God, of all of these gifts that you've given me, which ones do you want me to use in this business to serve you and to bring glory for the kingdom? It's really important for us as Christian entrepreneurs to understand that we have to submit our business to the Lord first. This is foundational because this business is for the kingdom. It's for His glory. And of course, you are going to be blessed through it and your family and your finances and your clients, of course. But the number one reason that your business exists, that I exist, that you exist, that any of us exist is to bring glory to the Lord. So we have to submit our business to the Lord. It's also important, again, to understand that God only blesses His plans, not yours. Like we cannot just make our own plans and ask God to bless them, even though that's oftentimes how we go about doing things. We need to lay our business down to the Lord and really submit it to Him. That is so foundational. So step number 1, uncover or discover your God-given gifts and ask the Lord for wisdom on which of these gifts He wants you to use inside of your coaching business. That's step number 1. Step number 2, once you understand what your gifts are, which is going to help you know like what it is that you're actually coaching other people how to do, you need to get clear on your coaching niche. So for example, oftentimes new coaches will like come into the online space and they will say, hey guys, I'm a health coach or I'm a life coach. Now, that's a good place to start, but health coach is not nearly clear enough. What does that mean? Because health is a massive topic. So to tell me that you are a health coach, like I'm very confused. I'm highly, highly confused. Like, what does that mean? So you have to get clear on your coaching niche. Sometimes people say niche or niche, but essentially you have to get niched down. In other words, you have to get super specific about, okay, if you are a health coach, what specific area of health are you coaching people on? Are you a macros coach? Are you a gut health coach? Are you a hormone repair coach for women in their mid-20s who are looking to optimize their fertility? Like, you have to get really clear on what specific topic you are coaching on. There's an old saying that goes, if you try to speak to everyone, you'll end up speaking to no one. And that rings so true, my friend. So if you are currently having the title of health coach or life coach or fitness coach even, that's a good place to start, but recognize that you have to get more clear than that. You got to get more specific. So step number 2, get clear on your coaching niche. Step number 3, you need to get clarity on your marketing message. What does that mean? So when you are marketing to your audience, you're essentially putting a message out there in the world that is supposed to speak to your ideal client. But how are you going to speak to your ideal client if you do not know the language in which your ideal client is using? So the best way that I like to explain this is if there are two cardiologists or two heart doctors having a conversation about a patient's condition, they're probably going to use very high level, expert level medical terminology because they're both doctors, they're both experts in the same field, they both went to medical school, and they understand the heart on a very deep and expert level. But the second that doctor walks into the patient's room to talk to the patient, who probably didn't go to medical school and who probably is not a cardiologist, the doctor had better change the messaging, the language that they're using, so that the patient can understand what is happening and what is going on. It's the same way when you are conveying your message online. You have to speak your client's language so that they understand what it is that you're talking about and that you are the right person to help them. Now, the number one way to get clear on your marketing message so that your ideal client can understand exactly what it is that you're talking about, what it is that you're saying in your content, and know that you're the right coach for them is to go out and do market research. This is essentially interviewing the person who is your ideal client and asking them a series of questions. Like I give my clients specific questions so that they can go out and conduct market research, which just brings a whole bunch of clarity and information to the coach on what it is that your ideal client actually wants and how they're speaking, which gives you insight into what it is that you should be creating content on and how you should be talking when you're speaking about the struggles that your ideal client is experiencing. This isn't about changing your language to change who you are and the way you show up online. That's not it at all. But it is about making sure that you are speaking your ideal client's language so that you can connect with them on a deeper level. So that was step number 3. You have to get clarity on your marketing message, and the best way to do that is by conducting market research. Now, step number 4. So you have clarity on your God-given gifts. You know exactly what your coaching niche is. You have clarity now on your marketing message because you've done market research. Now you actually have to create the thing that you're going to sell. So step 4 is to create an irresistible coaching offer that your ideal client cannot resist. We have to create the thing that we're going to sell. And it has to be really dang good so that when our ideal client hears us talking about our coaching offer, there is bells going off in their head saying, ding, 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 ding. That is the thing that I need. That is the solution to the problem that I am having. And I teach my clients how to create coaching offers and coaching packages that are specifically designed for your ideal client to say yes. I'll just give you a little bit of a hint here of what goes into that. Your ideal client is so much more likely to say yes to working with you if the offer that you have created for them is specifically designed for them, if you customize the offer for them. It's like when you go shopping. You are not going to go shopping and buy a whole bunch of clothes that don't fit you, because why would you? The clothes don't fit. You're not going to wear them. Why would you buy that? It's the same thing. When coaches create offers for their clients, clients are only going to invest in your coaching if your coaching fits them. If the offer that you are inviting them into is a good fit for them. If it's not a good fit, they're not going to buy it. And here's the thing, people are so much more likely to say yes to something that was customized specifically for them. Now, you may think, well, Camie, that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds really complicated. It's not. I promise you it's not. But what is going to happen is you are going to see that your conversion rate, the percentage of clients that say yes to working with you, is going to skyrocket when you offer them a package that is specifically designed for them. Just like, ladies, when you got married, you went out and you bought a wedding dress and then had it customized specifically to fit your body. You would not have bought in a wedding dress that didn't fit you. You had it customized to fit you, and you were so much more likely to say yes to a wedding dress that was perfect for you. Same thing with coaching. We have to create offers that are specifically designed for our ideal client. And when they are specifically designed for our ideal client, it becomes an offer that they cannot resist. And your conversion rate, the percentage of potential clients that you get on a sales call with that say yes to working with you, all of a sudden skyrockets. Okay, so that was step number 4. You have to create an irresistible coaching offer that your ideal client cannot resist. And I can teach you how to do that. We'll get to that just a moment. Hint, hint. We're going to talk about it inside of the free workshop here on July 18th. You better sign up. Let's move on to step number 5. You have to know how to connect with your ideal client online. Like, you have to know specific social media marketing strategies to actually go out and find your ideal client. Like, if we're hosting a party, we have to know how to invite people to the party. Otherwise, nobody's going to show up. You have to know how to essentially invite people over to your coaching business party. Like, you have to know how to market yourself. Now, everybody and their dog has an opinion on which social media platform is the best platform for coaches to go on and grow their business and sign more clients. Everybody's got an opinion on that. And I myself have a few opinions. My opinion is that coaches should start on Instagram. Now, there will become a time and a place and a season for you to expand beyond Instagram and start utilizing other platforms in order to grow your business. But if you are currently making like less than $3,000 to $5,000 a month, if your business has closed less than $100,000, my encouragement to you would be to start on Instagram. Now, I could go into a 30-minute spiel as to why coaches should start on Instagram. Perhaps I will do that at another time. Actually, yes, I will. That will be a podcast episode for another time. But just understand that for so many reasons that we do not have time to go through right now, coaches should start on Instagram and learn and understand the foundational skills of how to generate new leads for their coaching businesses every single day. And here's the kicker, without spending hours and hours and hours staring at your phone, because life is happening when you look up from your phone. I want to teach you how to market yourself online without spending your life and your entire day staring at your phone, okay? Because as a mom, you do not have time to do that. Or as a future mom, you do not have time, or probably the desire, to stare at your phone for hours and hours a day in order to somehow be generating leads. There is a very effective way to connect with your ideal client online utilizing Instagram without having to spend hours a day staring at your phone. There's 4 main ways to connect with your ideal client utilizing Instagram. They are through your Instagram profile, through content that you create and you post, through a DM strategy, and through a freebie. Now, we do not have time to break down each one of those 4 things right now, but just know that if you've been asking yourself, man, is it really possible for me to make big income and big impact on Instagram without having to spend hours a day on this app? The answer is yes. I can teach you how to get on the app, do what you got to do, and then get off and really have efficient time management so that the time that you are spending on the app is actually making you money and not just you scrolling on Instagram, wasting precious time that you could otherwise be spending with your husband or spending time with the Lord or spending time with your kids. So you have to learn social media marketing strategy. If you want me to go more in depth in that, come join the free workshop that's happening on Monday, July 18th, which I'll share with you in just a moment how to sign up for that free workshop. So that was number 5, knowing how to connect with your ideal client online, understanding the marketing strategies, understanding social media marketing. Step number 6, before you ever think about selling to a human being, you have to serve them for free. You have to get into the mindset that you are going to serve your ideal client for free with no strings attached before you offer them an opportunity to work with you inside of a paid coaching package. And this looks like launching a freebie. Essentially, you are going to create a highly valuable piece of content that you are going to offer to your ideal client completely for free in exchange for their email address. And what this does is it builds trust, it builds authority, and it kind of quote unquote warms up your audience and prepares them for you to sell to them. It prepares them for your coaching package and prepares them to say yes to your invitation to work with you inside of your coaching offer. Hear me. Please, please, please do not sell to a cold audience. There will be a time and a place and a season, you guys, in the future after your business has really gained a lot of traction where you can start using paid ads to sell to a cold market. But that season is not now. That is not now. That is not today. We do not sell to a cold audience. So we have to warm our audience up, and we do that by offering them a freebie, essentially serving your clientele or your potential clientele, your audience, completely for free. So that was step number 6, serving your ideal client for free. Now we're going to go to our last and final step, step number 7, selling. Selling, selling, selling. You have to sell in order to have a business. Your business has to make money. We gotta do it. And you know what? Selling can be fun. I think that oftentimes coaches get nervous about selling because in the past, either they themselves have used sales strategies that didn't feel good, or they have been sold to in a way that didn't feel very, very good to them. There is, in fact, a way, friend, to sell to your ideal client without being icky, sleazy, salesy, or pushy. I promise you. I've done it. I've seen it. I've taught it. It can happen. And I will happily share my secrets with you. Come join the free Convert More Clients workshop and we can talk more in depth about sales. People have caught on to selling strategies. For example, most people online now know what a discovery call really means. People know that, like, if they're going to sign up with a discovery call with you, it is essentially a free call where you guys are going to get on the phone and they know that you're probably going to try and sell to them. And because that tactic has been used over and over and over and over, and some people have done it well and some people not so well, the general public knows what discovery call means, and they are kind of like, they back away from it. They back away from it. And it's the same thing with the tactic of having an application that leads to a sales call. Like, okay, guys, go fill out my application for my one-on-one coaching. I'm not saying that that's a bad strategy because it's not. There's definitely a way that you can do that well. But what I'm trying to tell you is that there are sales strategies that have been used for years that now the general public has caught on to. It has been overused and oftentimes rushed. These strategies usually do not allow for enough time to build trust with your ideal client before selling to them. That's why these types of strategies feel icky and pushy. You're trying to sell somebody something before they actually even trust you. And it comes off as if you're trying to convince them to do something. And when people feel like you're trying to convince them of something, they feel like you're trying to take something from them. And in this case, it's oftentimes people feeling like you're trying to take money from them. It creates a really defensive reaction from people, and it's just an all-over bad situation. And it creates a bad taste in the mouth of the person who is being sold to, the general public, and it creates a bad taste about selling in the mouth of the coach who's trying to sell. Okay, maybe that wasn't a great analogy, but you know, like when you take a bite of food that it just doesn't taste good, and then you never again want to try that food again because it just tasted so bad. That's how people feel with selling, not because selling is bad, but because the strategies they're using are not effective. You need to have a proven effective sales strategy that works and actually converts people into clients without trying to convince them, without being pushy or sleazy or rushing the process. Your sales strategy should be built on the foundation of service, compassion, and an invitation to transform, especially as a Christian entrepreneur. So let's go ahead and just quickly review all 7 of the steps that we went through today, because I know there was a lot of information. Step number 1, discover your God-given gifts that you can then go turn into a coaching business. Step number 2, you have to get clear on your coaching niche. Step number 3, get clarity on your marketing message. Step number 4, create an irresistible coaching offer that your ideal client cannot refuse. Step number 5, you have to know how to connect with your ideal client online using social media marketing. Step number 6, you have to get used to serving your client for free first before you ever try to sell to them. And then lastly, step number 7, you have to have a sales strategy that is effective, that works, that converts, and is built on the foundation of service, compassion, and an invitation to transform. Friend, all of these 7 steps are crucial, absolutely crucial to the success of your online coaching business. And here's the best part. These 7 steps do not have to take you months and months and months and months to implement. Like, it doesn't have to take you 8 months like it took me. You can implement these steps in 60 days or less. I want you right now to go save your seat for the free Convert More Clients workshop, which is going to be held inside of my Facebook community, where I'm going to teach you exactly how to sign your next 5 coaching clients in 60 days or less, even if your schedule is swamped and you don't have a lot of extra time to work on your business. Because I know that as a busy mom, you do not have all hours and hours and hours and hours of just you time where you can pour into this business. Which, by the way, you do not have to be a mother in order to come and join this workshop. Okay, but my goal is to teach you how to build a business that can fit into your busy mom life. I want to teach you how to run a profitable business efficiently, effectively, and not just recreate another 9-to-5 job for yourself, because that is not why you got into entrepreneurship. That's not why you wanted to start this online business. Like, you wanted to start this business so you could quit your 9-to-5 and come home and be a stay-at-home mom, not just have another 9-to-5 job just within the walls of your own home. So let's learn how to create and build a profitable business efficiently, time efficiently. And we can have financial and time freedom. It is possible. So inside of this workshop, let me break down for you what we're going to cover. We're going to cover how to discover your God-given gifts so that you can turn it into a profitable coaching business that creates both income and impact. We're also going to cover how to create a coaching package that has your ideal client asking, like, okay, how soon can I pay? When can we get started? Like, how do I work with you? Imagine that. Imagine if sales call after sales call after sales call, people were like, yes, 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 I love this. Like, where do I pay? That would be an amazing feeling, right? Let's do that. Let's implement that. Let me help you. You're also going to learn how to connect with your ideal client online. And friend, after signing over 100 coaching clients over the last several years, I have learned a thing or two about how to do this the right way and the wrong way. I've made the mistakes, and I want to teach you how to do this efficiently so that you don't have to do the same mistakes that I did. There are no awkward, hey girl messages here. I want to teach you how to connect with your ideal client authentically. And last but not least, we're going to cover selling, because you cannot have a business without a profit, and you cannot have a profit without selling. So here's how to sign up for the free Convert More Clients workshop. I want you to scroll down in the show notes, click on the workshop link, which is www.camiewilke.com/free workshop. You don't have to even remember it. Just scroll down to the show notes. The link is right there. Click on that link. I want you to enter your name, your email, and your Instagram handle, and that is it. That's all you have to do, and your spot will be secure. This should take you literally less than 45 seconds. The free Convert More Clients workshop is going to be on Monday, July 18th at 12 p.m. Central inside of my Facebook community. The link to join the Facebook community will be given to you right after you sign up for the workshop. So go sign up first, and the Facebook link will be given to you. And there will be a recording of the workshop for anybody that's unable to join live. Now, I would encourage you to join live. There's so much value that's going to be happening in this workshop, so much value. And I think that it would behoove you and benefit you to join live, but it will be recorded because I know we have lots of different women in lots of different time zones. So it's going to be recorded, but you have to be inside of the Facebook group in order to gain access. And there are going to be some prize giveaways for women who are the most active inside of the Facebook community leading up to the workshop. Friends, I love you so much, and I have such a conviction on my heart to teach other women how to build profitable online coaching businesses in a time-efficient way, because there is more to life than your business. And I want you to have a fruitful business, and I want your business to have impact and income and just create impact in the lives of not only you and your family, but in the lives of people around the world. But I also want to teach you how to do that in a way that it doesn't consume your life. Okay, so come to the Convert More Clients workshop. It's completely free. There's a recording if you can't join live. There's honestly no reason, zero excuses for you not to come. And I say that with tough love because I want you to be there. So again, scroll down in the show notes, click the link, enter your name, your email, your Instagram handle, come join the Facebook group, and let's build your wildly successful online coaching business together. All right, friend, I love you, and I will see you in the next episode. Hi, friend. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Bibles, Babies, and Business podcast. If you learned something from today's episode, or if it blessed you in any way, I would love to know. You can head over to Apple Podcasts and leave me a review, and I may just read your review on the show. Thank you again for being here, and I pray that God would fill you with peace in your faith, your motherhood, and your business, because you were made for this.